Hello everyone and welcome to Tales from Portland, a YouTube channel about deeds and stories in the city of lies and deception, the merchant hub of the land of Thyaxaghar. I am Gotti and I will be your minstrel for today's session. The party of adventurers, Radek, Ragdos the Behemoth, Balama Domini and Brekas, exit the cave, following the direction of Derdal, Gulnir and Bulnir, the three dwarf merchants. The village cape of Tybluff was starting to delineate in front of the adventurers, and the light of the sun was illuminating what for now was nothing more than a grey day of unknown. Finally, human contact. Once arrived in Tybluff, the party started to explore the village, looking for a good place to rest and relax, while figuring out where to go and what to do. At the Adventurers' Rest, they found beer, company, and a little local game of gnome throwing. A new day is starting in Tybluff, and the party is ready to move forward to a new destination.
While you were partying so hard yesterday, and I look at Raktos and Rekas, me and Balama found out that there's the possibility in town to gain a bit of money, to earn a bit of money. We might look into it if you want. In our shared bank is not really full of money at the moment.
Well, I'd say yes. We should go for a map. We should maybe look for some books. Maybe we can find some information about this region. They
I
told me
definitely agree
yesterday
with you.
about
Yes.
the school. And the school will have more information, and maybe even the school will have a job for us.
I would really like to come with you to the school. I mean, that sounds like a good plan.
I don't know what school is, but yes, it's fine if we can get gold from that.
You can get something much more valuable, my friend.
What is more valuable than gold? Diamond?
Knowledge.
Can I eat that?
You can eat with that. You cannot eat that.
So it's some sort of like salad, like a side.
No, it's a very important ingredient of everyone's life.
Yes, so it's like a fork. It's like a fork.
I will stop Roderick and yes, it is. And whisper to him, leave it like this.
But knowledge is not a salad. Come on.
It's like a fork. Yes, Vrekas told me. I know now.
This will be the motto of the group. Knowledge is like a salad.
Well, you can say that knowledge is like a fork.
But it's required.
Okay.
Well, as long as when we have more about this, we'll show you how it works. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Vrekas.
Do we have this conversation on the way or in the?
On the way, yes.
On the way.
On the way.
Okay, so in the way, I will say, talking about gold, I heard yesterday night about a rumor here. There is a mountain of gold to be discovered.
Let's go find it.
And I heard that a lot of lives were lost because of it.
Yeah,
and that's the same rumor about the gold in Waterdeep, because nobody found that.
Probably, I think.
Might be. Okay, so whilst you're heading towards the school, which is basically number 4, you're passing by basically here, and you see number 4 is the school, and it doesn't look like a school as you know it. It's just a normal house, slightly bigger, and you can see already from from the windows from the street that there is like a sort of library organized way, as in books in stacked books, and next to the school there is a not a shop, more like a merchant with his own things, and he sells trinkets. And
What sort of trinkets?
mostly anything. If you want to give it a look, you
Briefly, just
you
a couple of
see
minutes.
that at the top of the this merchant, let's call it shop, even though it's not. There is a name which is called the Antique Tchotchke, and basically you see that. Give me 1 second. Give me 1d100.
To you or?
Yeah, even openly, that's okay. Okay, 77. Basically, you see that there's some plenty of parchment around. He has like sort of a teardrop earring of silver, but he has only one and not two. And he has like a cube which is painted in different color for each side, and a monocle, and an eye, like a glass eye. He has plenty more, but this is basically by looking briefly what you can see.
Excuse me, sir. I see that you have some parchments here. Do you happen to have some ink as well?
Some ink? Oh, let me see. Yes, I do have some ink.
Can I trouble you in selling me a bottle, please?
Sure. What color would you like? I have yellow, I have black, I have blue.
I would take a bottle of black and a bottle of blue.
Okay, pretty standard, I see. Yes, that will be 20 silver pieces each.
Okay.
Okay.
I would also like to buy the monocle.
The monocle. Oh,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely. So see, this monocle is made entirely of gold. It has a very nice lens, which makes a nice view from the Emerald Sea on a bright day. You can see mostly anything. You can even see the island far away on the west, on the northwest. You can see plenty of places. You can even see the archipelago on a bright day.
How much would it cost?
Oh, this is a fine pieces of contrast of gear. So this will cost at least 10 gold pieces.
Gosh, it's so nice. I would so like to have a monocle, but at the moment I cannot afford it. What about this glass eye?
Oh, well, around this glass eye there is a very interesting. I was right in the middle of the mirrored peaks all the way to the south, and I encounter this very majestic man with wings, and he was going all the way down, and we started fighting because I thought it was a threat, and indeed I was wrong, and then he started kicking me back. It was a fight. It lasted days. Oh gosh, I remember that I lost one of my finger over in this fight, and then we got together, and I managed to betray him even more, and then I stole his eye and few other parts of the body that I very eagerly sold in the south, where they love this sort of trinkets. But here, this eye, I sort of try to keep it to myself as memory. But if you'd want to buy it, that will be at least 100 gold pieces.
Can I? So of course, it's like telling his story, and I have no ways, no means to prove whether this is right or not. But can I at least have the idea
Insight.
whether he's trying to bullshit me?
Yeah, give me insight.
Insight.
Well, by the names that he is putting left and right, there is really no way to say whether they're true or not. But one thing sort of catches your attention. When he says that it lost a finger, you see that he has all 10 of them, and he doesn't try to hide them. So he's gesticulating quite a lot, but you can clearly see that he has 10 fingers, and he looks like a normal humanoid. So if he lost one, then
that's a very interesting story you have around this very, very curious trinket. Although I think that, 100 gold pieces are too much. I cannot afford a monocle. I would most certainly not be able to afford this. Well, maybe I will come back another day. Let me try to have some time to find the money. Then let's see how it goes.
Absolutely. I will be here waiting for you. This is always my spot.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too.
Yeah, and then if you want to enter the school, you see that it's open. And as soon as you enter, you see two different rooms. One is rather small and is basically like a proper school with a blackboard, pieces of chalks, and the other room is mostly filled with books, with scrolls, with parchment of different sorts. There is a woman, which is slightly bluish in skin, this color, not like bright blue, but this off blue. And very calmly she comes at you and she says, well, hi, dear
Hello.
adventurer, how can I help you? Are you here to learn? Are you here to buy?
We are travelers, and we are, me and my friend here, we are really interested in books, knowledge, and we heard that this is from this village. This is the best place to search it. So here we are. We would like to. We are looking for maybe some information about this land, maybe a map from the region if you happen to have, or any knowledge on which you can share with us would be much appreciated.
Well, fellow travelers, I do have some map. I have the map of the city, well, the village. I have the map of the region, the northern region. I do have the map of the land, not quite detailed, a little bit outdated, I think, but it has some merchant paths, if that's what you're looking for. And as for books, feel free to browse and see if you can find anything that interests you. And when you do, just come back to me and I will give you more information about it.
How much would the maps cost?
Well, the map of the village is 1 gold piece. The map of the region is 5 gold pieces if you want it to be like normal, just with spots of the places as in villages and cities around. 10 gold pieces if you want a more accurate one. Accurate means that you have some merchant paths, some known cave path or mountain road and a little bit more information.
Mhm.
As for the map of the land, that will be 50 gold pieces.
I see.
All of these have been drawn by hand by me, and so it's a high quality, and that's it.
Okay. So you said 5 gold pieces for the slightly more detailed from the region, right?
Yes. For the region, it's 10 gold pieces. Or
10
did I
gold
say 5?
pieces.
10, yes.
I see. You see, at least I'm quite slightly short on the money, and but we really need a map. So, is there anything that we could any way to lower this price, or maybe uh something that we could do for you that could maybe ease this trade for us?
Well, I'm always looking for expanding my collection around this region, as in knowledge and lore of the region. I seems to have discovered so far that there are plenty of tunnels and caves in the mountain, and they seems to be leading to many different interesting places. Some of them tombs, some other just reminiscence of the past. Well, if you can find any useful information, as in if you can find any tomb, that would be very much appreciated. Specifically, I have one which somehow eludes me, or it has eluded me for some time, which is the tomb of the Asus, which is an old religion. Apparently, it's a tomb of a old god
I
or
see.
old faith.
And how far from here would this be?
Well,
Do you have any idea?
it would be in the mountain. I'm pretty sure that it's very close to the highest peak of this lifeless peak of mountains. Uh, I'm afraid I cannot give you a very specific place, but I can give you a zone to start to look for. And she basically describes you where to go. Even from the map that you have, you can see the peak, which is the highest one, the one drawn differently from the rest of the chain.
Hmm. So
And
I turn to my colleagues.
A tomb, you say? I mean, don't say anything anymore, lady. I mean.
Calm down,
well,
my friend. We are traveling with our colleagues here, and if they happen to agree with this,
Yeah, but a tomb. I mean, think about what it means. A tomb. It means that we will have artifacts. We will have maybe a well-conserved skeleton. We will have trinkets from the past. Maybe some books, some pergamene that with some names, some pointers into the past of this fascinating society. This is an occasion we cannot lose. Absolutely. If I
Yes.
ever, if I have to go myself, I will go myself alone. If you
you see
if you don't
Rekka's
really.
like holding himself, not to show the same like energy about it. It's like just holding.
okay.
Yeah, but how do you drag all this to the continent that you want to show up?
Come again.
Just how you will be how will be the logistics behind this?
Well,
Well,
we go, we discover that we catalog what is inside, bring it to the museum, we come back, we get them up at a discounted price.
Which museum?
I don't know. I turn towards the lady. There's a school, there's also a museum here, right?
Well, there is no museum because all the knowledge that I have it in written in books. But if you manage to bring back some of the physical trinkets of the old faith or any old history, that I would be more than glad to provide help to open a museum here.
You see that our Radek first, when she says we have no museum, makes a face palm, and then like is getting a bit more reassured by the fact that she's saying that she can open a museum after. Well, then it's a matter of culture, and it's a matter of increasing the level of culture of this village. We must accept this quest. This village deserves a museum. Right, Bob?
Well, we
Well,
need money, so we'll be all great.
I'd say I will take the map for 10 gold for now.
Mhm.
And if when we return with additional trinkets and additional information, perhaps we can or trade slightly more or even buy something else with you. What do you say?
Well, certainly, if you manage to bring me back some valuable materials, I will be willing to give you the map of the whole land, no charge.
Okay. So I
I
pay
can-
her
I
from
can-
my own cash the
Do you have it?
the map.
I can sponsor some of it.
Yeah,
You can
no,
pay
I
half if you
pay.
want.
Okay. So I pay 5 and you pay the other 5.
Okay.
I mean, anyway, I assume that we are all in the
Yeah,
same situation, so
And may I browse to your books? Do you have
Absolutely.
anything related to the arcane arts, perhaps?
What type of arcane arts are you looking for?
Well, initially, I'm a wizard of sorts, let's say. So anything from this line, but I'm particularly interested on things more a slightly darker magic per se. If you happen to have anything.
Say what? I'm kidding.
So as soon as she lets you finish the whole your sentence, but then at the end she says, "Well, I gathered that you're not from here, as
Yeah.
I am, but you might have to be extremely careful as to spreading around that word, wizard."
Oh. Why?
Is not very well accepted around here, at least yet.
I see.
You
But there
wouldn't want to
aren't
end up.
many, or if they see me with any sort of magic, would be a problem also.
Well, if there are wizards around, then they try to stay on the down low. The last time at least as far as I gather from the history of this region, the last time a wizard sort of publicly announces itself, it ended up being on the run and is now living in the lantern. So I would rather be, how do you say, quite cautious. Exactly, that's the way of putting it.
I'm glad that we came to the library today, guys. I wasn't aware about that. But do you
What about
know?
divine magic?
Yep.
Sorry?
What about divine magic?
Well, if it serves a power greater than ourselves, as in faith, God, then it's allowed. If it's something you learn, not something you discover that you have inside of you, then it's likely the worst case scenario. If it is something you learn that doesn't work or doesn't bring the word of God and speak His truth throughout your magic, then is strictly not allowed. That said, I'm sorry, but I don't keep any of those books here for obvious reason. But if you, I'm pretty sure that there are some around, because it's not a completely wizardless place. It's just very hard to find.
I see. And do you happen to know why exactly this guy had to be in the run? Like, if something specifically that he did, or you know?
Well, I don't know how much have you been around here, but and if you notice at all, but every now and then there is a little bit of weird weather, if you want to call it like that. It can be acidic rain, it can be very bright storm, it can be very strong wind, it can be anything. And this wizard wanted to control such weather to make himself the lord of this region by using his power,
I see.
and he can manipulate anything around him, so the story goes.
I see. So he was trying to rule these lands, per se.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
I see. Well, thanks for all this information. I'm not sure if I asked your name.
Oh, well, my name is Luma.
Luma.
And what is your name?
I'm Rekas.
Nice to meet you, Rekas.
Nice to meet you too. Well, I think we should, if maybe you have a book about the history of this place, maybe, that I could read it to get more information about these lands, I think would be good for us to begin with. And maybe when we return, we can browse slightly more on the books.
Well, I'll tell you what, I do have a book about the history that I studied and discovered myself, and I can lend the book to you if you want. So you can read it as much as you want, and when you'll be back from our project, then you can give it back to me, and then we can see if I can be of any assistance anyhow.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
It really is, and thank you very much for kindness. By the way, do you happen to have any books on, or are they conserved here on the history of, or the history on yeah, the history or the family tree of Lady Bolbet?
Oh, Idla Bolbets, you mean? Well,
Yeah.
I do have some book about her, about the family. I'm still trying to figure out a little bit more about her city. Apparently, it's very complicated to get there, but yeah, I can sell you a book of. I mean, you can either buy the book, or you can rent the book for a certain amount of time and then pay for the time, basically.
So how much would both of these options cost me?
So the book, let me see, and you see that basically she doesn't go to the room with the books, but she rather looks at a glass sphere, and she's basically the sphere looks like whitish to you, but she's into it, and she's sort of moving the hands around, and she after a few seconds she says, well, the book on Idla, let me see, yeah, the book on Idla Bulbis, this is her story, and the father before her, this is 1 gold pieces if you want to buy it, or you can pay me 10 silver piece per day if you want to rent it.
Okay. Thank you. I think that, I mean, I very happily contributed to buy this very nicely drawn map of the area here around, and my finances are a bit shorter. So I thank you for the information. Definitely come back at some point, maybe to consult the book here if it is possible without renting it, or otherwise I will find out. Piece together some money to rent it, because I would be quite interested to read her story. I mean, she seems quite famous here around.
Unfortunately, there is no way for you to sit here and read the book this specific place, but you can always rent it, and we can figure out something once you're back from the expedition.
Okay, and I mumble to myself, what sort of a library does not have a reading room? Savages.
Okay.
So, I think we thank you for all the knowledge you shared so far. It's been really helpful, and I'll take good care of your book. I think we'll be in our way then, and hopefully we'll return soon.
Well, I sure hope you do, and I will hope all the best for you. And she sort of lay hands upon you, and she gives you bless. She mumbles something in a language that that is completely foreigner for you, even dwarvish one, and you basically recognize only. Actually, give me perception.
Okay, cannot be Arcana.
No, because it's listening to what she says rather than.
Nope.
Balama, you want to roll perception as well?
Oh, I thought it was just Rakus.
No, it's all of the bless is on all of you.
Oh, okay. Ooh. So perception.
Oh.
A natural 20 and it becomes a 19. Yay!
Basically, you recognize. Let me see. All of you, but Rekas, recognize one word again. Recognize one word, which is Oznir. Oznir, yes. And she's basically, of course, she's praying and she's blessing you in the name of Oznir. And Balama, you get. It's not like you understand it, but you sort of, because you know how bless work, and probably have a little bit of understanding even of a little bit of religion, and without even having to roll religion itself, you can understand there is a bless, like a very good bless in a sense of heart and love and protection that is casted upon you.
Okay.
Can I assume that Oznir is a god or a deity of some sort?
Yeah, that's a fair assumption. Effectively, that means this doesn't work like a normal. You basically have for a whole day, you have advantage on any on every saving throw that you roll.
Oh, it's not the normal bless.
No, it's
different.
not the normal bless. Yeah.
Why am I the only one that is a bit like freaked out by this?
Why?
No, like meta game.
Okay.
Advantage on saving throws is never a good thing.
It shows something bad. Yeah, I know. Well, what can we do,
I mean,
right?
we're headed towards a tomb where no one came back from. So, yeah, that's fair to assume that we could need some help.
Fair enough.
Relax. I've read so much about tombs of any religion and any culture and anything to be able to survive there without any problems. What can go wrong in a tomb? There are only dead people.
They need to
What
break us.
could go wrong? Yeah. Sure.
I mean, if there's dead people that moves, I am quite the expert on that. Don't worry, I got you covered.
See, we got everything covered. Come on. This will be a piece of cake.
Basically, you see footprints in this area,
Mm-hmm.
and then some of them, like imagine that you have 10, and then 5 of them move in this direction,
Mm-hmm.
4 in this direction, and the rest over there.
Okay. I'll point out the footprints to everyone. Does any of you recognize those footprints?
This is nature. Well, to your eyes, they sort of look a little bit like goblinoids, but generally the goblin footprints are larger, but they have the same shape, just very very small.
Okay. Well, guys, what do you think?
We should go carefully.
Yeah. Proceed with caution
Yep.
and let Raktos lead the way.
Let's go skin some goblins.
I will
Not
cast
my
Mage
definition
Armor.
of caution, but
Ha ha ha. Can I
Okay,
go?
you cast mage armor. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you can move.
Okay. We can turn left here if you want.
The left is where there were more
Yes.
footprints.
Yep.
Oh, nice. Goblin cheekbones are good.
Maybe we should go stealthily and maybe to the side where there were less of them and see if we can find something, maybe a path out.
it sounds
But
like a very good idea.
But if there's something hidden or protect here, it will be with a more travel path.
Or maybe only their quarters or whatever chamber they sleep. I'd say just maybe if we have to fight those creatures, we can go to the less traveled path, deal with them, and then we would have less creatures to deal again after. I mean,
So sounds that any way we have to deal with them at some point.
yeah. I'm just not so sure what would be the best at this moment.
Well, taking them by surprise would be a good strategy, I would say.
So we can go for the path left then, with more of them, and try to deal with everything. Let's see what happens.
I don't really know what to do, to be honest. I'm not not really good with strategies. So Raktos, what?
Well, if we're here to gather artifacts and so on, we should look all the rooms. So in theory, we'll be fighting all.
Yeah, that's for sure. We have to be very thorough
Also-
in exploring the cave.
Also, it's far better to surprise them than be surprised.
Yeah, but the question is, do you want to try to surprise the big or the smaller group?
The big.
Well, let's start with the small one. How dangerous they are, you know. Once
They are
we
goblins. They
figure
are
out
not
that,
dangerous. They are tasty.
They may be tasty, but to be tasty, you have to kill them. And to kill them,
Yeah,
we have
goblins
to
are
ensure.
easy to be killed.
Let's go to this way. Okay, and we will have to deal with all of them. It's gonna be fine.
Yes.
Okay. So, do you want to move stealthily or
Yes,
super
please.
stealthily.
give me stealth?
I'm gonna suck at this. So.
Okay.
You're sucking less than I do.
This is okay. I mean, you make some noise, but is the music over? How
Yeah, there's no music,
how
actually.
is it possible? Damn it. Let me do it this way. Okay. And basically, what you move around, making some noise, moving some pebbles left and right, but it almost looks like it's natural sound rather than people moving. So you think like you'll be fine. And yeah, you can move. Show me where you're going.
Yeah. So we said we go left or right? I mean,
To the right.
to the right. Okay. So we go for the.
I will follow you guys, but trying not to be very close to Raktos.
So there's another crossroad. Yeah. Where do we go?
If our plan is to explore this whole thing, we should do it logically. So if we started turning right, we should right. When we arrive at the end, we can come back and all turn right again to explore the other half.
Yeah. So let's go toward this area.
Okay.
Yeah. So still right.
Yes.
Okay. So there's another crossroad.
But down here don't seem to be something. Yeah, there's nothing down here.
Oh, okay. So it's a dead end. Okay.
Oh, okay, I see.
Can we? I mean, is there actually nothing in there, Gotti, or?
You can give me perception or investigation, depending on.
Yeah,
I
I'll
will
go
go
with
for
the
investigation.
Yeah.
Seems like a dead end to you. Ooh, investigation actually gives you more information.
Mm-hmm.
So Radek, with investigation, you see that although it seems like a dead end, left here and there, so basically, like here and sparse all around this area, there are small little tunnels, such small that you cannot fit in, that they seems to create tunnel of their own, and they go deeply and very deep inside the tunnel in which you are now, in the cavern in which you are now, and very, very dark and very small. And there seems to be like 5, 6 of them.
And guys, I might think that we have a problem.
Okay, what's the deal?
You said, Brekas, that the creatures that left this footprint small, right?
Yes.
Could they be small enough to fit in one of these tunnels? And I point to one of the ones that I just noticed. Because I have the feeling that they use these mini tunnels, and if we get surrounded by them with this trick, this could go south very quickly. So maybe we should, I don't know, close these tunnels.
Maybe there's like, is there anything around that we can use to close it?
Just a bunch of pebbles, and there is like slightly bigger stone, and you can sort of move. Like,
We can
definitely
try
the environment
bigger
can help
stones, yeah. Could maybe protect our backs a bit.
you. Yeah, you can give me. Let's put it like a strength check, as to say if you can move it nicely without making any noise, or if you fail or if you roll low, then you can still move it, but by making some noise.
I'll be helping someone. I don't rely on
Yeah,
this
I'll
at
try
all.
and move it.
Mhm.
So, come again. What sort of rolls should I go for?
It's a pure strength.
Okay.
Can we help in any way?
Yeah, you can, if you want, you can have advantage
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, I had advantage, but still, I think it's fine.
Yeah, it's okay. You can move. Basically, how many do you want to close? 5/6 of them, and the larger stone cannot fit in here, so you can close like the 4 that are there next to you,
Mm-hmm.
but there are still 2 over there that you cannot close with the big stone.
Okay.
Shall we try to find something smaller to close those as well?
Yeah, that could be a
Yes.
good idea.
There are pebbles around, so that you can.
Well, how many pebbles will they need to close one of these tunnels?
You can give me an intelligence, and I can give you slightly bit. Oh, so that goes for both the stone as well as the pebbles. You can put there and create like a nice heap of stones and pebbles, and but the problem is that you're not entirely sure that this will stop them, as mostly because you don't know what they are and whether they can sneak in very tiny spaces, or and so whether the stone is enough, or whether they can just pass in with any other meanings.
Well, it's better than nothing. Maybe
Yes.
it will slow them down. There is nothing much we can do.
That's true, but you can, that, for example, like if you take 4 pebbles, you can call one of the tunnel entrance, basically.
Okay.
Okay.
So what now? Should we roll for something for these taking up pebbles?
No,
And...
for the pebbles it's okay. It's just small,
Okay.
so you can put them and stack them neatly.
Okay. Should we go on now?
Yeah, we should go on. Probably
Okay.
here.
I think this is yet another dead end of sort. Yes.
Yep.
Can we look into this one as well?
You see, I can use the same natural 20. You see that there are even here 5 to 6 more tunnel entrance.
Okay. Can we try and seal them once more, like we did a few
Yep,
moments ago?
give me a strength check with advantage for the stone.
Yes.
Okay, it's still okay. You do make like not much noise, and even if you do this like normal natural move, like
Okay.
nothing that will draw attention to you.
Okay. Good. Good.
Sorry.
No worries. So what now? We done here as well?
Come again, sorry.
Are we done? Are we done cleaning? Closing the.
Close. Yeah. Well, if there is
the
nothing
tunnels?
more here, nothing here, you can continue. But let's keep an eye on the small tunnels.
Yeah.
I'm very afraid that we can be attacked from behind or something worse.
I'll try to keep an eye out, mostly to the corners and like on the ceiling. If I see like as we walk, if I see anyone like going behind us or like maybe watching us.
Yeah. Thanks.
Sorry, you want to basically look around while being in the front or the back? of the
I'm
group?
in the middle, so
Okay,
I would
okay.
be looking around, like basically keeping an eye as people are tracking the way. I would be keeping an eye on the
Give me
around
a
us.
perception then, and I will use this perception throughout the
Jesus.
dungeon. Okay.
Gentlemen, can I have 10 minutes before we can continue?
Yes.
Yeah.
No problem.
No, I mean, it's Balama talking, not
Okay. Sorry.
not me.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So I set some components in the ground, and I put my holy symbol of Tyr, and I cast as ritual detect poison and disease, and I will be
Nice.
concentration up to 10 minutes.
Okay.
As she's doing that, I will follow along
Okay.
and start detect magic.
Okay.
Combo.
Anything the other two want to do within the 10 minutes of their...
Well, I can tell you a story if you want, but I cannot do much more than that.
I'm fine like this.
Don't bother me. I'm concentrating here.
Yeah, people are working here. You know.
And the interesting, you see, like my ritual is basically I'm sitting on the ground with this with the legs crossed and like holding Bob, like he turned to my side, and I'm like basically drawing arcane symbols and talking to, basically like murmuring stuff to Bob and doing that.
Okay. So, if no one wants to do anything after the 10 minutes, Balama detection sort of shows immediately that the berries that you hold in your pocket are poisonous.
Oh shit! Okay.
You can also detect the poison, I guess, right? Yes.
Yeah.
So the red one is nothing particular, nothing strong. it will just give you some tummy ache and just some trouble. The blue one is it almost seems to be like a long-lasting poison that doesn't affect you at the beginning, but it will affect you after some time, and then it will grow stronger and stronger until you sort of crawl on yourself and you're not capable of moving for a certain time.
Holy shit, okay.
As for the rest, within 30 feet of you, there seems to be no poison nor disease.
Okay, but I'll keep concentrating up to 10 minutes as we go along.
Okay. As for the detect magic, nothing out of the ordinary seems to be lighting up.
I'll be concentrating as we walk along.
Okay.
And I think we go towards this direction, right?
Yep.
Yes.
So who goes first?
I can go first, as before. So we go back to the crossroad and we go now upwards.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Wait,
Dusty,
stop.
exactly.
Stop.
Yeah, I was about to tell
Oh
you.
no.
Tell me where to stop.
Yeah, Balama, go back.
Here?
Either Rakdos. Yeah, one more.
Should I go back as well?
Yeah, you too.
Excuse me, sir.
That's okay. So, what you, Rakdos, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw. As a blade from the ground starts pouring out, and it hits you. Well, it's basically sort of aiming for the leg. But give me a dexterity saving throw.
Don't forget you have advantage from the bless.
Yes. I remember it.
So the swoosh of the blade draws your attention, and you immediately realize that there is sort of like a small hole on the ground. The blade is coming out, and you quickly and very edgily move, rolling slightly above, as you basically manage to avoid this blade that is now stuck up vertically, like perpendicular to the ground.
Okay.
What the fuck does that happened?
Well, it seems that they have some traps.
Why? I mean, it's supposed to be a tomb, you know? Put
Yeah,
those
but
traps
it's
here.
inhabited by goblins. And they don't like visitors.
Stupid goblins.
Radek, give me an insight check. Sorry, intelligence.
Intelligent. Nearly one.
Yeah, pretty much what you said. Nothing more to add to it.
Should keep going. Just trying to be careful, maybe, with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, all of you can give me perception now that you are basically standing there after the trap. Okay, so both Radek and Ragdos, especially Ragdos because you're closer, you see a little bit far away from you over here.
Over where?
Oh, wait, I will. In this direction,
Okay.
there seems to be a corpse on the ground.
Well, don't get excited. We haven't found a tomb, but there's a corpse there.
Well, you're talking to yourself, right?
No, I'm talking to you guys.
Why I would be excited with a corpse?
know, maybe you see the corpse and you think, a tomb! Because a corpse belongs to a tomb. Well, not this one, my friend.
Well, so we keep going?
Yeah.
Yep, go. You can move.
I can move forward.
As I will following Rakdos, I will use one divine sense.
Okay.
So, what's this?
Just give me 1 second. You can locate celestial fiend or undead within 6. Okay. Yeah, there is no such thing around you for your
Okay,
divine
so
sense.
okay, so I'm more um, safe.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we approach the body?
Of course.
Yeah. We're basically here just for that.
Can I take a look? Like, try to see how this creature, this person died?
Yes, you can give me medicine.
Oops. Did it roll?
Nope. Yeah. You can see that he has multiple stab wounds on the chest, but which probably are the cause of death, but nothing more added to it. And it looks like a human male, and yeah, it's like a human male with multiple stab wounds on the chest.
Is there anything around? So does he carry some document or some items that could help us identifying him?
There is a backpack. You can see it right next to the body. You can
Okay.
you can peruse through it by giving me an investigation.
Sure. Right.
Where do you can you move close to the backpack?
This one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So while you're perusing throughout the backpack, you notice a few survival things like a pen, fryer,
A fire.
yeah, fryer. No, what it's called, like the other the smaller pan, the smaller version of pan.
A skillet.
Skillet, thank you. And a few pieces of meat and a couple of apples. And of course, there is like a bedroll, like the normal stuff. And before you realize that probably the documents might be on the body itself, and all the important things about it might be in the body itself, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Booby trap.
Booby traps a backpack. Well.
Ooh. So as you basically peruse through the backpack, the other can hear like a cling sound from above, which brings down a big cage in which you rather fall right through, and you're basically stuck in this cage, metallic cage. And the sound, the rumblings, the clicking sound of the cage hitting the ground, and then the vibrating sort of echoes through the entire the different tunnels around you. And give me a perception, all of you.
Guys, don't freak out, but I think we are fucked.
I draw my sword and shoot.
And so far, nothing magic has appeared, right?
Still nothing magical,
Okay.
nothing poisonous. You hear some screeching noises coming from this direction and this direction, and you can sort of recognize to be at least 10 overall screeching noises, and that they are quickly approaching. They started as soon as the clinking noise of the cage on the ground moved and echoed through the cavern. They sort of started this, and they're moving very quickly towards you. And you have one round, and then to prepare and do whatever you want, and then you have to give me initiative.
Oh fuck.
So
Yes!
after controlling if my pants are dry after the cages came down from the I draw my rapier and I take out my book and I get ready.
Okay, and yeah,
I draw my great axe and get ready. I don't wanna rage yet, but I'm gonna soon.
I prepare a chill touch as soon as I see any enemy creature in the range of this spell.
okay.
I cast Bless on myself, Radek, and Rekas.
Okay. Give me a second. I will have to cut this out, but I'm preparing the fight. Okay.
Damn.
Too many clicks.
Yeah. We're 11 now.
Fuck.
Okay. Now you can give me the initiative.
Julia will roll high.
Fuck.
Last roll.
Nice. Balama is the fastest.
I click in my token, but I didn't appear on the.
Oh no, this is not Balama. He's the group of.
I only see zeros.
Yeah,
No, actually, I see all of you but Balama.
Yeah, but I click on my token. I don't know why it didn't appear in the turn order.
Let me try this way. It didn't appear somehow.
There you are. There's a 6. Now I see it in the turn order.
Yeah, I
You
don't
see-
know why.
Below group 2.
Oh yeah.
There's
Now I
Balama.
see. What was the original one? 20, right?
20. Yeah.
Give me 1 second. I rolled mine, and then. I'm gonna roll it openly. I'm basically dividing the two groups. And descending. Ooh, okay. So this will be group 2. The one that comes from me will be group 1.
Oh, I can see some guys.
I don't see shit. Usual.
So they look pretty much like goblinoids, but smaller. And if you know Star Trek, they have the face like a Ferengi Star Trek creature. If you don't, I will send you the picture after.
Yeah, send the picture after.
Okay. So what they will do, they will, while screeching, they will move towards you.
Oh, I see something.
and then so the two with the crossbow will try and attack. We go and attack Rekas.
Okay.
These will be.
It's not me first.
Oh
it's,
yeah, sorry, you're first. Yes, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, you're first. So they move there, and then.
Okay. So I can do this movement like here without an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I put my two hands in front of me, doing a triangle symbol with my thumbs and pointy finger, and I cast Burning Hands on them.
Oh, okay. And it's a dexterity save, right?
Yes, DC 12.
Okay.
Oh,
It's
ignore
natural.
the.
It's a natural one.
So it's 10 fire damage. Ignore the 2 because of the dueling, but it's
Okay.
10 fire damage.
So this little fucker is down. And it's a cone, so it's 15. Okay, let me roll for the second one. The second one, 12 passes, so it's 5. So this takes 5 damage. Being a 50-foot cone means that you basically get all of them, right?
Yes. I think this one is behind cover. I don't know. It's your call.
No. This is still there. So let me go for the third one. And it's another natural one, so this one is down.
We know we are looking.
I know. This passes, so this is 5 damage. And now the two behind. Okay, and the second one. Oh, okay. Perfect. Okay, that was nice. And that's all. Or
No, I will move 10 foot back. I can take the attack opportunity of the guy. I don't care.
okay. Then he's basically attacking you with the sword that is holding. 16 to hit.
Nope. 18.
Damn it. Yeah, then basically nothing.
That's my turn.
And my chill touch would not activate, right? It's 120 feet.
What was the
Chill touch.
No. What was the condition for the chill touch?
As soon as I would see any enemy.
Yeah, then you can go after Balama. You can go.
Okay, I'll attack the one that I see, the closest one.
Okay.
Let's say. So is that
5
13
necrotic
to hit?
Yeah, it is. No, it doesn't hit. Sorry, doesn't hit.
Yeah.
And then it's basically them. So what they will do now, they will come for you. For Balama, and so the first one attacks.
What? Me? Why?
Well, because you burned them to the ground. So the first doesn't hit.
No.
The second one doesn't hit.
No.
Damn it! And then the one with the also towards you. 21 hits.
21. Yeah, that hits.
And it's okay. Damn it! Okay. Then it's 5 damage. And the second one, 15 doesn't hit. What you see is that after they do that, they sort of disengage, and they.
It's for the concentration blast.
Yeah. Okay. They disengage and they sort of go into the small little tunnel, and those one they move back.
Is this a throwback for the other campaign?
What do you mean? No.
Okay.
And now the second group. Okay, so they move here. There, and then... Okay, so what they will do, I will roll 1d6. Damn it, yeah. Damn it, let me roll it again, because it... Okay, so 1, 2 is Valama, 3, 4 is Rakdos, and the rest is Rekas. So Rekas.
Okay.
So for the two guys from the first one attacks you with 22 to hit.
Yeah.
And it's 5 damage.
Okay.
And the second one, it's a 23 to hit.
Yep.
With 3 damage.
Okay, so 8 damage total. Alright.
And yes, that's pretty much their turn. And now it's Rakdos.
Okay. So I rage.
Don't forget bless. Oh no, you're not blessed. Is the other two? Yes.
So I go into rage. And then I charge towards air. And then I start attacking the first one that comes into my path.
Go for it. Yeah, that's a hit. And that's a kill.
Nice. One more notch. Okay, then I'm done.
Okay, then it's Rekas.
Okay. I will move here. And I will use Ray of Sickness on this guy.
Okay. Go for it.
Great.
Damn it.
Bob the murder strikes again.
So it's 19. Okay, let's see. Oh, they don't pass the con save, so this guy dies badly.
Nice, and I recover some life. That's me, I guess.
Okay, now it's Radek.
While they were attacking, moving, and coming towards us, did they pay any attention on inside the cage, or it seemed like they didn't even?
It seems like they didn't even consider you, and they were mostly going for the rest of the party.
And so these ones, wait. I have to change it to. So these ones are basically in the tunnels now, right?
Yeah, you can see them going in, but because they're going into this small tunnel, they will have some cover.
So they are just staying there. They are not like using it to move around.
Yeah, they probably are, but in the meantime, because it's happening, they're moving inside the tunnel.
Okay, so I'll probably cast Sleep somewhere here.
Nice.
Check.
Okay. Sorry, what did you cast again?
Sleep.
Oh, sleep. Okay.
And the question is whether the people inside the tunnels are somehow.
No, inside the tunnels, they will not be involved.
Okay, then I will cast it here somehow, so that my 20 feet radius does not really include any of us.
Okay.
Just all of them. So sleep. I could cast it as a second level. so that I have 2, like 8. 1.
Do it.
2d8.
Yeah, go for it.
Second.
Whoa.
That is 31, starting from the one that has.
Lowest HP.
Well, they're all full HP.
Okay. Starting from the one I can see.
So basically, starting from this one and moving on.
Yes.
Okay. So this one is asleep. This one is asleep. And this one is asleep.
Nice.
Can you point towards them, because I don't see them?
Oh, sorry.
I only have a.
So 1, 2, and
Yes.
3.
Okay, good. And that's me.
Okay. Then it's Palama Domine.
Okay. I don't know what to do.
Well, don't wake them up.
Oh, yeah. I will go here
Okay.
and attack the guy in front of me.
Okay. Okay, that's definitely a hit. Give me the damage.
So it's 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay,
Yeah.
this is still alive, but
Okay.
very, very badly hurt.
Okay. And that's it for me. I don't have anything else.
So now is the second group, which goes there, the first one, and basically while entering to one of the small tunnels, he shoots at Rakas.
He can see me from there?
Yeah, through the cage,
Okay.
because it's basically doing while entering, like
Mm-hmm.
sort of sliding. So from there is pointing at you.
Okay.
And it's nothing.
Nope. Yeah.
And the second one sort of does the same, but is going to the same tunnel as the other guy, while the other sort of disappear inside.
Mm-hmm.
And let me see if and it's a 16 to hit.
Hits.
Good. And you get 5 damage.
And I use Hadish Rebuke.
Okay.
It's 10 or half on save.
Dex save. And it's a 16.
So he takes 5 fire
So
damage.
it takes 5 damage. Oh, this one is dead. Damn it. Okay. Okay. That's pretty much what they can do. And the second group, well, yeah. This guy will disengage and shoots at Palama Domine. And let's see. And it's a 20 to hit.
It hits.
And it's 4 damage. And then basically it disappears into one of the tunnel, full move, and it goes inside.
Okay, the blast is still on.
Okay, so you're basically now that they all went away and the other are sleeping, you can be out of combat.
Well, let's remove this gentleman off the cage first.
Yeah.
How do you want to do that?
I will go one side, and Rakitos probably go other side, and we'll try to lift it up.
Okay,
Mm.
give
Uh,
me give me
maybe
strength.
friend.
I can do that.
Thanks.
Or maybe afterwards. Maybe once we've killed all the guys that are trying to kill us.
It's really
What do you mean?
it's really much appreciated.
I mean, the sleeping ones.
How much time do you be sleeping?
1 minute.
Oh, so we have to kill them. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but we have a lot of time to stab them.
Okay.
Well, don't worry that much about me. I mean, let's kill this bastard. Then you can free me afterwards. I mean, if they come near, I said.
So you're going for the kill of the sleeping ones?
Yes.
Okay, give me the attack.
Do I have advantage?
Yeah, of course.
And it's an automatic crit because they are
Yes.
prone and asleep. And
Exactly. And
With a 13, I hit.
with a 13, you don't hit.
God damn it!
I'm sorry.
Bloody sand in my eyes.
Second one.
You want to do the pleasure, Rakitos?
Yes, thanks.
I'm ashamed of myself. I will
I was hoping
leave.
you would have said that.
Okay, you can go.
Oh, that's a hit.
Okay. I should roll another, I guess.
No, because it's you kill it.
Is that
anyhow?
okay? There's another one, right?
Yeah, there are two more.
Okay, these two guys here.
Go for the kill. Yeah, give me the damage. Okay, one is dead. Give me the second one. The second roll for the damage.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Is all the way dead. The way down.
Nice.
All the way. Okay, now you can give me strength if you want to move the cage around.
Strength, okay. Saving throw?
No, just pure strength.
While you're raging, you have advantage, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I run with advantage without.
Not that it was really needed, but yeah. Okay. You
I guess
not
you
only
saw.
you lift the cage, but you lift it with a finger. You move it up. It's like, go on.
Thank you, Rakdos. Much appreciated.
Okay, so you can move out of the cage. Okay, disappears. And you're out of initiative.
Motherfuckers.
It was a waste of a rage.